Chicago White Sox baseball.
Comiskey Park in Chicago, Illinois. It's White Sox baseball. White Sox baseball brought to you today by Chevrolet. The new 78 four-door hatchback Chevette is now at your Chevrolet dealer. By the Champion Spark Plug Company, who reminds you that the fresher your plugs, the better your mileage. By Stroh's Beer. For more than 200 years, real beer lovers know that it's Stroh's. By True Value Hardware Stores. True Value, it's not just a name, it's their way of doing business. And by the Zenith Corporation, the one with Color Sentry automatic picture system and electronic video guard tuning. Hi and good afternoon, everybody. Lorne Brown, along with Harry Carey, Jimmy Pearsall, and Mary Shane at Comiskey Park on the final day of the year, Fan Appreciation Day, as the White Sox host the Seattle Mariners. And they want to accomplish two things today. One is, and I'm sure they're about to do it, and that is set a new all-time Chicago White Sox attendance record here at home, and another, which only the game's outcome will determine, and that is for the White Sox to finish 20 games over 500. Steve Stone on the mound for the White Sox, the right-hander, has won more games than he has ever won in his major league career. He has won a total of 15 and lost 12. He'll be opposed by Glenn Abbott, who has won 11 and lost 13. Lorne Brown back with Mary Shane, and one change. There has been a change in the starting pitcher. Steve Stone's scheduled to go throughout the week, but rookie Dave Frost, who has won one and lost none, will go for the White Sox here in the finale. And let's take a look at the starting lineups with Mary Shane.
All right, Lauren. First of all, for the visiting Seattle Mariners, leading off and playing left field will be Dave Collins. The second batter will be Julio Cruz at second base. Dan Meyer will be at first base and bats third. Rupert Jones will be the cleanup hitter. He'll play center field. Bill Stein, who is familiar, of course, to Chicago fans, he spent some years here, will be at third base and bat fifth. Steve Braun will be the designated hitter, batting sixth. Craig Reynolds will bat seventh and be at shortstop. Kevin Paisley will bat eighth and be behind the plate. And the right fielder, Louis Delgado, will bat ninth. On the mound for Seattle will be Glenn Abbott. And for the White Sox, leading off in left field, Ralph Garr. George Orta will be at second base and bat second. Richie Zisk will be the designated hitter today. He'll bat third. Batting cleanup will be Oscar Gamble in right field. The fifth batter is Jim Spencer at first base. Eric Soderholm will be at third base and bat sixth. Bobby Coluccio will be playing in center field and batting seventh. Don Kessinger will bat eighth. He plays at shortstop. Bill Naharodny will do the catching today and bat ninth. And on the mound, as Lauren said, Dave Frost with a record of 1-0 and an earned run average of 2.70.
All right. It's 57 degrees here. And the winds are out of the north at 17, so another cool afternoon. But the folks who have assembled out here are well prepared for it. Many people coming with blankets, etc. And the White Sox trying to wrap up the season on a high note. Boy, what a difference a year makes. A year ago, the White Sox lost their last 6 games to end the year with the worst record. And now this year, they've already won 90 games, and the Chicago White Sox take the field. Bill Naharodny going behind the plate. Jim Spencer at first. George Orta at second. Don Kessinger at shortstop. Eric Soderholm at third. In the outfield, Ralph Garr in left. Bob Coluccio, who likes to be referred to as the macaroni pony, out in center. Oscar Gamble in right. Dave Frost on the mound, and the fans giving this ball club a standing ovation. Let's listen. I cannot remember any summer that has been more enjoyable on the south side of Chicago since 1959 than this 1977 season. And the primary reason is because of this ball club and the tremendous fans of the Chicago White Sox who have come out here in droves and are about to set a new Chicago White Sox attendance record. And now the Darien School District 61 Junior High Band at our national anthem. District 61 high school band. Well, I'll tell you, not only was I fooled, but the Soxogram has been fooled. They've got Steve Stone up on the board pitching. But it's Long Beach, California product, Dave Frost, who is making his third start of the year, and he did a fine job out in California in front of the home crowd, folks, but did not receive credit for the victory, but then came back and won his first game of the year. Well, a lot of people have given me notes today, but the way the wind's coming in, Danny, you might close that door for a second so we'll maintain our notes. At any rate, Frost relieved against Seattle in the Kingdome last week. He was not the pitcher of record in that ball game. A graduate of Stanford University. And then he got credit for a 7-3 victory here against the California Angels for his only big league win. Jim Busby, formerly with the White Sox, doing the coaching down at third, and over at first base, Veda Pinson. And now Harry Carey is going to be doing the simulcast for the first 3 innings on radio and television, and let's switch to Harry wherever you are.
Harry Carey, we're right behind home plate at the grandstand level, right next to our behind-the-plate cameraman. Incidentally, Bob Lemon is driving a new car to his home in California, and he has a dear friend, Lawrence K. in Geneseo, Illinois. And Lem will be stopping there, his first stop this evening. So if Lawrence K. is listening, be waiting for Bob Lemon. And if he isn't listening, if some friend of his will call him, Bob Lemon would appreciate it. All right, Dave Collins is leading it off, and we're going to walk around a little bit. The fans are still coming in pretty good numbers. All right, I'll sit with you. Nothing dumb about me, a very attractive young lady here. What's your name?
Rosemary Kolopowski.
You always sit here?
Yes, I do every Sunday.
Boy, this might be the best seat in the house.
I think it is. I love it. Except I can't see you when I'm down here.
You know, I imagine you get on that umpire a little bit from here, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm on him all the time whenever the calls aren't in our favor.
It's been a great season, hasn't it?
Oh, it sure has. It's made me one of the happiest persons alive. I've been a Sox fan for a long time, and I don't know, they just made my whole summer. My luck wasn't too good for a long time, but they kept me going.
Dave Collins is leading off for the California Angels. The count on him is 2-1. Dave Frost is on the hill with an earned run average of 2.70. Your name again?
Rosemary Kolopowski. Can I say hello to my sister and her husband, Vicki and Harry Engelstadt? They should be with me here today. I got a good-looking guy sitting next to me.
Collins lines a single into left field. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
There's a young lady who has a wonderful seat here. And we're going to move away. We won't bother you. Your name?
Dave Buchanan.
Oh, Dave, okay, nice to see you. All right, Collins has just singled in the left field. Joe Corneo, boy, you're going to have more hands than we have here to take care of everything, but Joe is doing a good job of it. And next, here is Julio Cruz with a runner at first base, nobody out. Dave Frost need not worry about any no-hitter. The ball is bunted. The only play will be to first base, and Spencer comes up with a throw into the dirt. A sacrifice for Cruz. And here now is Danny Myers, who's hit 22 homers with 86 runs batted in. Stacy Boss celebrating her 6th birthday here today. The Colombian Squire Genoa Council of the Knights of Columbus are here. Bob, Barbara, Bobby, and Mary Beth Bonelli pulling for the White Sox. A runner in scoring position. We're right behind home plate. No, that's all right. I finished those notes. What's your name, sir?
Rudy Hammermeister.
And you've been, how long you been sitting in these seats?
Just today.
Just today?
Yeah.
I thought maybe you had this box.
No, we're guest of one of the people who does have them.
That's great. You got a wonderful seat here.
Wonderful. The best there is.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's walk around. We have a runner in scoring position. One man out, Dan Myers, the batter. No score. The ball game has just started, and eureka, the sun is shining. There's the strike call. What's your name, ma'am?
My name's Hilda Pierce.
You a good Sox fan?
Oh, yes, indeed. I'm sorry this is the last day.
Wait till next year.
I'll be here.
Here's Myers swinging at a curveball that he misses. That's got to be the youngest fan in the house. Who is it?
Jimmy Scopacazza.
How old is Jim?
2 years old.
All right. Can you? Just lost something here. I have to get it back on. I have to get back here to get my equipment on. Myers goes down swinging. And there are 2 out now. This is Fan Appreciation Day. And we are down here with the fans. We've spent so much time in the center field bleachers. Now we're here in the upper rent district. In the grandstand, right behind home plate. The best seat in the house. Here's a half swing fouled off. Rupert Jones with 24 homers for the year. 1 strike to nothing. The ball game on the top of the first, and fans are they still coming in there?
Yes, they are.
Okay. That's one of the usherettes. 1 strike to nothing. I want some popcorns. I'm having enough trouble talking. 1 strike to nothing. 2 men are out. Ball game on the top of the first. Dave Frost delivers swung on a bouncing ball ordered to his right. Backhands the ball and pulls in time to retire the side. Order made a good play to his right, getting Rupert Jones by a half a stride. And so Seattle fails to score in the top of the first. We go into the bottom half of the first inning with no score.
When you have power-hungry devices, you need powerful batteries. So True Value Hardware Store suggests Eveready alkaline power cells. The batteries that are designed to last longer and work harder in devices that really strain a battery. Eveready alkaline power cell batteries provide extra power for radios, shavers, or any device you use often or for long periods of time. And they keep their power for months when not in use, so they're perfect for cameras or calculators. Right now, you can get a 2-pack of these size Eveready alkaline power cell batteries at just $1.39 from True Value Hardware stores, or get a 4-pack of AA size power cells at $2.19. Get Eveready alkaline power cell batteries at participating True Value Hardware stores and home centers, and you'll save gas because you won't have to go far to find a True Value Hardware store.
True Value Hardware is more than just a name. It's a way of doing business that is True Value.
We don't expect much from handicapped children. Sometimes we don't even expect them to go to school. But we should expect more, because children with handicaps can learn much more than most people realize if they get the special education they need. If you have a handicapped child, we can help, free. Write Closer Look, Box 1492, Washington, D.C., 20013.
A public service message from this station and the United States Office of Education.
Pursuant to an agreement with station WSNS, announcers have been selected and employed by the Chicago White Sox Baseball Club to serve in those games programs.
First batter for the White Sox, the left fielder, number 48, Gar.
Carey, we've moved down the first base line now. All right, we're going into the bottom half of the first inning. Here's Ralph Gar to lead it off.
All right.
First pitch is in there for a strike call. What's your name?
Roger Renan.
Roger, you come here often?
Oh, every once in a while.
You always sit in these seats?
Unfortunately, yes.
Don't you like these seats?
A little hard.
Well, can't you bring a cushion?
I didn't get one.
Well, you got those jeans on. That gets to the bone real fast.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Nice talking to you. All right. Guy hits a bouncing ball right back to the pitcher.
How you doing?
Easy out. Fine. One away.
That's the Hank Beretta family.
One away. And here's George Orta hitting 283 with 11 homers. Here's a big group here. What's your name?
David Sokolow.
What's this big group? You all together here?
No, I'm not with them. I just sit here every Sunday. We have season tickets.
Good seats you got.
Real good seats.
Beautiful. What's your name?
Francis and Loretta Clary from Clinton, Iowa. 16 years, the same seat.
No kidding. You've always sat here.
16 years.
How far is Clinton, Iowa from here?
140, 55.
Boy, you're a great fan.
We never miss it.
Very good. 2 balls, no strikes on George Orta.
Harry, hi, how are you?
What's your name?
Norma Kelly.
You're very pretty.
Thank you very much. I got my ball autograph from you.
Are you the Kelly girl?
Yeah, I am.
Well, very good. All right.
Your picture with my eye.
I want to thank you for signing this autograph to those 2 kids from Iowa that I sent out.
Okay, very good. Orta the batter, 3 balls and a strike. Now he takes a strike in there. Boy, I tell you, we got a nice crowd here. Son, what am I going to do with that note? Now, what's your name?
Joanne, we want
That's enough. Okay. Everybody knows you're here now.
Hey, here he is.
Orta swings and looks a high pop foul out of play.
The youngest Sox fan here is 2 months old.
What's your name?
My name's Rocky Yuri, but the
You're not only 2, are you?
No, but she is. Her name's Roxanne Chance. 2 months old.
Here's another tap back to the pitcher. He's got it over to first for the out. So Orta is an easy out. 2 men are gone. Glenn Abbott, who used to be with Oakland. Here's Richie Ziff with 30 homers, 100 and 1 run batted in. We're on the first base side, halfway between the plate and first base. Your name?
Mrs. Butkowitz.
Do you sit here all the time?
Well, not right here, but all around.
It seems to me that I recognize that name. You're a great Sox fan?
Oh, yes. My daughter is too.
Will you please get out of the way? We got a couple of kids around. All right.
Here you'll see really a good hit job as that ball follows him all the way in, hits him in the middle of the back. And boy, is this very upset about it. And Abbott certainly drilled him good.
Oscar Gamble. Gamble with 31 homers, 83 runs batted in. A little wide, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 men are out. Zisk at first base. Glenn Abbott, a right-hander, used to be with Oakland. Well, we have a fine crowd on hand. The White Sox are going to establish a new Chicago White Sox attendance record today. That's a cinch. They only needed 8,200 going in, and it looks like close to 20,000. Here's a pitch popped up. The third baseman under the ball. The wind carrying it, but he makes the catch. Bill Stein, who used to be with the White Sox, took care of Oscar Gamble's wind-blown pop. At the end of 1 inning, no score. Come on, keep walking. We got to do some work here. Keep walking. Not now. What is this group? Harry Carey back in the stands. Bill Stein, who used to be with the White Sox, will lead it off. There's no score. We're in the top of the second inning, and bright sunshine, believe it or not. At long last, the sun is shining. Ross throws a fastball for a strike called. 1 strike to nothing. The fans, well, we have a crowd of about 20,000 here. You'd like to get around and talk to every one of them. Here's a line drive to the center field, and it drops for a base hit. Coluccio didn't pick that ball up immediately, and it dropped in front of him. He caught it on a pickup. Stein singles to center, and that will bring up Steve Braun, hitting .232. Mister, how are you going to sign autographs? I have a microphone, papers, a book. What's your name?
Joe Filippo.
And Joe, are these your season tickets here?
No, we were given them.
Why don't you come out here more often?
Well, we've been out here about 45 times.
That's good. Good to see you.
We sit in a $2 seat.
Good. Hi, boys. Hi, boys.
Ready for tickets?
We're watching here. There goes the runner. A line drive in the right field for Braun. Stein is on his way to third. And Seattle has runners at first and third with nobody out. That will bring up Craig Reynolds.
For you fans that are listening on radio, the line drive to right field by Braun on the hit and run. Gamble up with it now. It's a good hit and run. One of the hit and runs that everybody would like to have because it's perfect. The ball is hit sharply to right, and the runner goes all the way to third. And so there's runners on first and third with nobody out.
Lawrence Cade. So Lawrence, be on the lookout. Lawrence Cade, that is pronounced Geneseo. Geneseo, Illinois. So, with runners at first and third, Craig Reynolds, the shortstop, batting .248. Hey, man, hey, come on, please move here, will you? Will you move? You're ruining for all the people here. I haven't got time for it. Hey, how you doing, Harry? Well, he's just fine. I feel like the Pied Piper of Hamlet. Here's a little pop fly in the short center. Coluccio coming in. Orta going out. Orta makes the catch, one away. Nice play. Reynolds pops out to Orta. Your name, sir?
Jack Mazzola.
Jack Mazzola?
Mazzola.
Mazzola. Nice Italian.
Yeah.
Hello, boy. Looks like you got sausage sandwiches.
Earl Barnett.
Okay. Are these your season box here?
No.
How long you been here? How many years?
15 years.
Oh, beautiful. Nice to have you.
Thank you.
Harry Carey back in the ballpark, walking around the stands here. What's your name?
Kim.
How old are you, Kim?
9.
You a Sox fan? Who's your favorite?
Chet Lemon.
Chet Lemon. Well, you picked a good one. Thank you. Okay.
Hi, Harry.
Hi, what's your name?
Robin.
Robin, how come you're not at the football game today? Okay, I haven't got that. How are you? Wait a minute.
Joliet.
We've been interviewing you since 1917, Harry.
Yep. Is that on there? I don't know if we're on or not. We lost one of our contraptions here. There we are. All right. Thank you.
Would you say happy birthday to my granddaughter? She's 32, Stacy Ball.
I already did.
Yeah, I know, but she's still listening to it. She wants to hear you say.
All right. Well, I can't. Wait a minute here. We're going into the bottom of the second. Jim Spencer leading it off.
Hey, how you doing?
The count, 2 balls and a strike. We're trying to get over now to the third base side. In here. 2 balls and a strike. Spencer swings a little pop fly. Everybody chasing it, and it drops in foul territory. So Spencer gets a life as just a foul ball. They'll have to return, but he would have been a very easy out. So,
Harry! Hi, Harry.
All right, Harry. This is where we started. What's your name?
My name's Margie Parlin.
Margie, you're a great Sox fan?
Of course, the best.
You sit here all the time?
Yes, we do, all the time.
Why don't you get close to the field? Front row, right behind home plate. Not bad. Nice to meet the upper rent district all of a sudden. Your name, sir?
Roy Martinson.
And are you a loyal Sox fan? You must be.
Oh, yeah.
How many years you been coming out here?
Oh, about 20.
It's been a great season.
Very good. Very good. Excellent.
And better next year.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Spencer's still the hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spence looking for his career high of 19 home runs. He needs 1 today. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Glenn Abbott delivers a fastball low and away. And the count is full. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, I tell you, this crowd is surprising. I would say there must be about 20,000 here. What is your problem, sir?
Don't let put me on the air.
Well, you're on the air. Here's a high pop fly in the center field. Rupert Jones is there.
1917.
Sir, you're talking on the air. Now, what's your name?
Vance Camo.
And what is it you want to say?
Just say hello to Minnie and Ray.
That's very good. Now,
6415 Norman Boulevard.
All right. Nice to see you. Okay, buddy. Hey, the drummer man. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good year, huh?
Beautiful year.
I never heard you play those drums better.
Thank you. And I want to say one thing. I'm very happy that you stick up for me at the ballpark and say all those wonderful things about me, because you are way down in the bottom of my heart, Harry.
Oh, well,
and I love you.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.
Jane from Anaheim like to say hello.
Anaheim? Well, listen, we can't get up that high. The equipment won't. Here now is Bobby. Eric Sonderholm is the hitter. 1 out, nobody on. Now the pitch on the way. And Eric takes it in there for a strike call. Eric is our White Sox Player of the Year. 24 homers, 66 runs batted in. Sensational third base. Sensational third base. And hitting .278. Here's the pitch swung on a high drive. Way back. But the wind blowing in is going to hold it up. And Collins makes the catch. Your name, sir?
Steve DePhillips.
Steve DePhillips, and you want to be a broadcaster?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Why do you want to be a broadcaster?
Well, I love baseball, and it's one way to be in the game is to broadcast.
Broadcaster, right now. Go ahead.
Okay, and now we have Bobby Coluccio up to bat. And there's 2 outs. There's the first pitch from Abbott. Strike right over the plate. 0-1 to Bobby Coluccio. And that's a little bit outside and high. 1-1.
You got to say something in between. You got to keep talking. You got to talk.
Harry, I need a big face.
And that ball inside. 2-1. That ball side or home hit would have looked like it would have went out on a normal day, but the wind is really blowing in hard from the lake. So we have a 2-1 count on Coluccio. And a big cut and a miss. 2-2. The count is even. It's a beautiful crowd we have here today. It looks like maybe around 20,000. And there's a ball. Full count now to Coluccio.
Okay, very good, Stephen.
Thank you very much, Harry.
Keep going. You'll make it one of these days.
Okay.
All right. Wait a minute. Here we got Coluccio at the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes, ball 4. Kessinger now. Hey, we're trying to broadcast. Can you wait a minute?
I know. You're my pal.
I'm your pal, too, but just let me take a look at the game every now and then. All right. Hello, young man.
Hello, Harry.
Hey, buddy. Fine. All right, here's Kessinger. Boy, oh boy, if faces could ever be crowded like this, Jimmy Rittenberg.
Oh, it's great to see 20,000 people out here on the last day of the season. Only club in the world that's got this many in their non-contender, Harry.
Who are you with here?
This is Ronnie and Agnes. Her son is the honorary bat boy today.
Oh, wonderful. How do you get that?
What do I say? I'm really happy to be here and see my son being honorary bat boy for the White Sox.
That's a little something to be proud of.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. All right, now we got to go over here. 2 balls and a strike is the count. Kessinger is the batter. A runner at first base. 2 men are out. Here's the pitch. A bouncing ball towards short. Force out at second base to retire the son. So, wait a minute. Here's a great Sox fan, Billy Burke.
Hi, Harry.
How you doing? What are those whistles?
Oh, man, that's for all our boys.
Now we'll be right back. At the end of 2 innings, Seattle won, the White Sox nothing.
Tennis outfits from Jockey International. Dinner from many fine restaurants, including the Brown Bear.
Carey, we're on the third base side. We were talking here with Billy Burke. She is one of us. What do you call yourselves?
Oh, well, we have the Magnificent Seven who went to California. I had 106 here Friday.
Turn around so you can see the TV there.
And I had 106 here Friday night. I have 25 out here today. I went to New York with the team. I went to California. I was in spring training. We've been sitting in the same seats here every Sunday since 1960 because we couldn't get a World Series ticket. And every year we're going to, next year for sure,
Okay,
Harry.
Billy.
You're the greatest.
Thank you. Okay. Hey, we're going into the top of the third inning.
Well, Harry, what about an interview for the manager of TV California?
Julio Cruz. Here's a ground ball hit to short. Kessinger's up with it. The throw in time. Mr. Silver. Here's an old-time Sox fan. How many years?
71.
J.C. Silver.
Yes, sir. 91 years old today.
Well, congratulations and happy birthday to you.
Yes, Harry?
Yes, sir.
God bless you. We got a great ball club, Harry. We're going to have a much greater ball club in the years to come. They should thank Bill Beck for everything he's done, especially these people today. It is Fans Appreciation Day. All you fans, think and pray to God that Bill Beck will have a championship team next year, 1978.
Okay, good. Happy birthday to you.
Many, many, Harry.
Silver. All right, bye-bye.
For you, too, and Harry Carey appreciation.
Thank you. Not right now. No place. Danny Meyer, the batter. There's a striker's call.
Look at throws, Harry. Hi, Harry.
How are you?
My daughter.
What's your name, honey?
Lisa.
We don't have time for autographs. We got our hands full. Danny Meyer, the batter. 2 strikes and a ball.
How are you, Harry?
Okay, what's your name, sir?
Harold Brown, Harry.
All right, Harold. Here's a high fly ball. The gamble is under. 40 out. 2 up, 2 down. We're in the top of the third. Here's Rupert Jones, 2 men out. We'll go that ball. Rupert Jones, the batter, 2 men out.
These kids just won the box of Easter candy.
A giveaway here, a box of candy. What's your name?
Michael.
And your name?
Kurt.
Who's going to eat most of that candy? Huh?
I don't know.
You and your brothers.
And your name?
Chick Lewinsky.
You're the winner, Chick, huh?
Oh, I guess so, huh?
That's your luck to win candy, right?
Okay.
All right. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. Very good.
Oh, Harry. Hey, Harry.
Rupert Jones, the batter. He struck him out. 1, 2, 3. We're going to the bottom of the third inning. The score, Seattle 1, the White Sox nothing.
We have ways to cheer you mentally. Some are complex, some elementary. But you will know your tears are gone when we make you good all over my
Jamaica.
la la la.
It can tranquilize you. Tantalize you. Turn you. If you're all wound up, it can calm you down. If you're turned off, it can turn you on. In short, it can make you feel good all over. You'll experience the feeling the minute you step on board an Air Jamaica jet. From the warm smiles and lilting voices of our stewardesses to the happy beat of our reggae music, it all says, come, let yourself go. On Air Jamaica, we give you a lot more than just a plane ride. We make you feel good all over.
Ask a travel agent about Air Jamaica's special $292 one-week package.
Harry Carey back in the stands. We're sitting right next to the White Sox dugout right now. Hey, Lem. Here's now Rodney hitting one deep, but the wind is going to hold it up. There's another one you can hand to the wind. Bob, we're moving around talking from all parts of the ballpark, and I thought I'd come here and talk to you in the dugout. You look no different in the dugout than you do on the tube.
Well, I'm just a little more scared down here, but maybe you can get us some runs. Maybe you ought to talk to the hitters. We're having a little trouble right now getting on the board, but I hope that we can score a few pretty soon.
What's my friend's name? Lawrence K.
Well, Lawrence K. down in Genesee. I want to stop by and see him this evening on the way to California.
Well, Lem, congratulations on a tremendous job done.
Well, it's been my pleasure, and I certainly appreciate the way the fans have gotten behind us and cheered us on. I know it had a lot to do with a lot of wins for us.
Okay, see you next spring. Bob Lemon, the manager of the White Sox. Max Patkin is at first base. Can I sit here? I got all this equipment on. Here is Gar hitting a little tap to the pitcher for the second time in a row. Your name again? I know you're a congressman or something, aren't you?
No, I used to be Harry. Ray Wells from Oak Park.
And I know you've had this box for a long time.
Many years now, and enjoyed it. All these White Sox, I'm a great White Sox fan, and I want to congratulate you and your staff upstairs for a great, great year.
This Patkin's funny over there.
Oh, he's a great guy. They should be out here more often.
You think they'll win it next year?
I do. I really do. I think that we got another right-handed pitcher and a second baseman. I think we're on our way.
Okay, speaking of second baseman, George Orts is the batter, and Max Patkin. Here's a little tap. I think Patkin's got our hitters mesmerized.
He certainly is. But that Seattle pitcher is doing a pretty good job so far.
That's Glenn Abbott, but it's early. So it is 1-2-3, nothing across. At the end of 3 innings, the score remains Seattle 1 and the White Sox nothing.
At Chicago Savings and Loan, we know you work hard for your money, so we make it easy for you to relax. Watching color TV. Now with $1,500 or more in our special account, you can choose a 17-inch or remote control 19-inch RCA XL 100 color track TV. Though there are substantial penalties for early withdrawal, your money earns the highest rate of interest allowed by law.
You're a lot like me, and it helps us hear you.
back up in the broadcast booth after listening to Harry down in the stands, provide us with some good play-by-play and some entertainment during those first 3 innings. We're going into the top of the 4th now, and it's 1-0 with the Mariners leading the White Sox. Dave Frost still on the mound. He's given up 4 hits so far in the game and that 1 run. In this inning, Frost will face Bill Stein, Steve Braun, and Craig Reynolds, the middle of the Mariners lineup. Well, it's turning out to be a nice day here on the last day of the season. A little chilly, but the sun is shining and it's bright. And everyone in this big crowd seems to be having a good time. Bill Stein singled in the first inning, or rather the second inning, and he scored the only run that the Mariners have had. The first pitch to him from the big right-handed Frost is a strike on the outside corner. We have a defensive replacement for the White Sox now, as Royal Stillman has gone into left field to play for Ralph Garr. Takes the next pitch, it's low and outside, so it's 1-1. So defensively for the White Sox, it's Frost on the mound and Naharodny behind the plate. At first is Jim Spencer. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit bouncing ball foul down the left field side, and it's 1-2. At second base is George Orta. At shortstop, Don Kessinger. At third base, Eric Soderholm. And in the outfield, left to right, it's Stillman, Bobby Coluccio, and Oscar Gamble. Ralph Garr started the game. He's been replaced by Royal Stillman. Here's the 1-2 pitch now. High fly ball going towards right field. Gamble running over towards the line. He's got a long way to go, and he gets it. Nice catch. Boy, he had to get that one on the run, and he was going full speed. So it's an out and a big hand for Oscar Gamble. The batter now is Steve Braun, who also had a hit in that second inning. One of the 4 that Dave Frost has given up. The Sox so far in the game have yet to get a hit off Mariner pitcher Glenn Abbott, although they have had a couple of base runners. Richie just was hit by a pitch, and Bobby Coluccio walked. So here's the left-handed Steve Braun. Takes the first one for ball 1. And here he has just come back from his exciting time down in the stands. Good to see you. 1 ball, no strikes on Steve Braun. The next pitch is right in there, 1-1. And everybody's glad to see Harry. We're all wild about Harry. Steve Braun, the batter, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Strike again, right in the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Frost is ahead of him. Frost is a big guy. He went to Stanford, and he foul tipped that one away on that pitch, and it's still 1-2. I was saying that Frost went to Stanford, where not surprisingly he was a basketball star as well as a baseball star. He certainly got the size. He was 9-8 with Iowa until being called up to the Sox just a short time ago. This time Braun holds up, and it's low for ball 2 and strike 2. Braun came to the Seattle Mariners in the expansion draft from Minnesota. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball towards left field, going to be foul. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Well, another action in baseball today. The Tigers and the Yankees at New York. It's tied at 2 in the 4th. The Baltimore-Boston game, no score yet in the first inning. Here's the next pitch to Braun. There's the ball, goes right up the middle for a base hit. Bobby Coluccio will pick it up, and Braun will be on with his second hit of the day, this time to center field. So with 1 out, there's a runner on, and the batter is Craig Reynolds, the shortstop. In that game in Boston, with the Orioles and the Red Sox, that's just about the only race left in the American League. The race for second place behind the Yankees was clinched yesterday when Boston lost. A couple of old masters on the mound in that game. Louis Tiant for Boston and Jim Palmer for the Orioles. Right now, a runner on first base with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. The Sox are trailing 1-0, and the batter is Craig Reynolds, the shortstop. He popped out to George Orta in the first inning. Bouncing ball right towards Orta. Throws over to first base for the only play, and it'll go 4-3, and the runner moves to second. Catcher Kevin Paisley, who also got a hit in that second inning. He's batting .400 since coming to the Mariners. They picked him up from the Dodgers. Young catcher with a lot of promise. Well, it's just about all over. Hard to believe that this is the last game of the season. You can order your season tickets for next year by calling the Sox number. Only 5 months till spring training. Here's the first pitch for right-handed Paisley, and it's on the outside corner for strike one. Just a few clouds in the sky. Fairly windy, but a nice, bright, shiny day. No balls, 1 strike to Paisley with 2 outs and a runner at second. Fouled away and shot on the right side. Hits with Wilson, bounces down into the box seat behind first base. Cubs are trailing the Pirates 5-0 in the 9th inning. And all the races, of course, have been determined. The last one when the Yankees clinched yesterday. Here's the pitch on a Paisley way outside. That'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. The runner at second base is Steve Braun. The umpires for today's game, Lou DeMuro behind the plate. At first, Ken Kaiser. At second, Jim McKean. And at third is Fred Spen. The next pitch is low and outside, 2-2. Sully, Rod, Nick are here from DeMoss. And John Montana, who's been a Sox fan for 50 years this year. He holds up just barely. It's a full count, 3-2. He said he's been to the opening game and the final game of every season for the last 50 years. And he told me before the game, this John Montana, that this is one of the best ones ever. Full count on the catcher, Kevin Paisley. Runner at second base. Here's the pitch from Frost now. Outside, and he walks him. Now Rodney tries to protest that he went around, but no chance of that. So now there's a base on balls and runners at first and second, bringing up Louis Delgado, the right fielder, who struck out in his first at-bat at the second inning. Delgado hitting .222 this season. 2 runs batted in. They were 33 games below 500. Swing and a miss again. Strike 2, and Dave Frost is way out ahead of Delgado. This year, until today, the Sox have won 90 games and lost 71. If they win their 91st today, they'll finish 20 games over 500. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Frost waits one that's up high, and it's 1-2. At first base is Kevin Paisley, and at second, Steve Braun. Sox trail 1-0 here in the 4th inning on the last day of the regular season. The on-deck hitter would be the leadoff man, Dave Collins. Here's the pitch now. Fouled away. It's still 1-2. When Lamar Johnson hit his home run yesterday, it was number 18 for the season for him, and the 191st of the year for the White Sox. Strike. He watched it go by, and Frost gets him. A good pitching job by Dave Frost as Delgado was called out and strikes. And in the inning, there are no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. And now after 3.5, it's still 1-0 Mariners.
Okay, Mary, Max Patkins doing a little rock down there. Boy, you talk about a triple-jointed guy. He is that. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The White Sox have been held without a hit, let alone a run. Max Patkins entertaining this marvelous crowd. I don't know. It looks to me like they might reach 20,000. We've been down in the stands, and we're going to go into the upper deck in the 7th and 8th innings after spending the first 3 innings downstairs. And boy, I tell you, they're really packed in. Richie Zist will be leading it off. Richie was hit by a pitch ball his first time. Here's the windup by Glenn Abbott. The pitch, and it's in there for a strike call. Abbott, a right-hander with a good sinker ball, used to be with the Oakland A's. Final game of the season. Now the pitch. And it's a fastball low. That evens the count of the ball on a strike. Now the sign. The pitch. Low and outside. The delivery. Strike 2 call. Get well wishes to Larry Lindsay. Now the pitching is a little bit outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Now the delivery, here it is. Swung, and he struck him out on a high pitch. Richie Zisk, who might be playing his final game as a member of the White Sox. Who knows? He becomes a free agent, I guess. A proposal from his agent was supposed to reach the White Sox this coming week. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Oscar Gamble with 31 homers and 83 runs about it there. Max Patkin distracting the hit. Now he wants to talk to Oscar Gamble. No, it's the umpire. He kicked his shoe off. 1 man out. Nobody on base. The number that Max has on the back of his uniform is a question mark. Here's a pitch swung on and fouled out of play. 1 strike and nothing.
Well, Harry, where did the season go? It seems like we were just in spring training yesterday.
Yeah, it's been a fast season and an eventful one. Here's a pitch, and the curve is a little bit low. That evens it up for the ball and a strike. 1 man out, nobody on base. Oscar Gamble, the hitter, the pitch. Low and inside. 2 balls and a strike. Glenn Abbott going for his 12th victory of the season. Now Gamble waiting to wind up. Here's the pitch on the way. Low outside, ball 3. Three balls and a strike. Now the delivery, here it is. Ball 4, he won. Here's Jim Spencer, right out to center his first time up. Max Patkin entertaining the crowd. The players find it difficult not to be distracted. 1 man out, runner at first base. Patkin going through a series of semaphores. 1 man out. You can't beat fun at the old ballpark, friend. Now the pitch, here it is. Double play ball to the pitcher. Abbott throws to the shortstop for 1 over the first 2. Spencer on the first pitch rolled into a double play. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of 4, it's Seattle 1 and the White Sox nothing. Carey back in the ballpark. We're going into the top of the 5th. It's all Seattle so far by the meager margin of 1-0. Neil Donovan and family from Wheaton are here. It's amazing how many people we ran into. A number of people from Iowa while they're wandering through the stands. Jack Brohammer has gone in to play second base for the White Sox. Jimmy Rittenberg is here from Faces with a group of 90 with Nick Anaganos from Lake Geneva. So, top of the 5th. And Dave Collins leading it off. Collins single and flied out so far. Now the pitch a little low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Carroll and Chuck Hollister celebrating their 24th wedding anniversary. Now the pitch, here it is. Swung on a high drive. Right center. Should be caught. Waiting for it and making the catch.
Mr. Carey.
Who we got in right field now? Oscar Gamble is the... was in right field.
We got Stillman in left.
Stillman's gone to left. Coluccio, no, let's see now. Here's the pitch.
Coluccio's still in center. But we have a right-handed...
Wonder if that's a Squire? No, I wonder if that's the Bob Molinaro. There's the line drive for Julio Cruz, a single to center. The White Sox acquired an outfielder. Or is that one of the Cruz boys? No?
No.
Could it be Bob Molinaro?
Let me find out.
Yes, it is, they say. All right. Hey, I'm going to be down there between the 7th and 8th innings. All right. Now the pitch. Here goes the runner. Strike call, the peg. And safe. That base is stolen on the pitcher. Meyer, the hitter. Sons of the American Legion from Calumet City are here. Jack Gone, the star salesman of portable tools. The Hicks family from Joliet, the Zimmermans from Dixon are here. Here's the pitch to Meyer, and the curveball is low. Up on the board, Dave. Special thanks to Nick Clatters and his one-stop food and liquor store. Dan Meyer waiting. Hitting 272. There's a pitch swung on him. Base hit in the right field. There's a runner around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Too late. Boy, he didn't show. The right fielder, Molinaro.
He slipped, Harry, though. He's on the wet turf. I wouldn't. Kind of hard to judge now.
Didn't look like he had much of an arm. They're here from Streeter, Illinois. So now it is 2-0 as Meyer drives in his 87th run of the year. Boy, he's had a fine season.
Really has.
Here now is Rupert Jones, and the first pitch he swings and he misses. Ball game in the 5th. Gene Nicolati and his family here. Tony Durpetti, their wives, watching the game, the final game of the season. Well, it's a relief in many ways. It's been a long grind, but it's sad too. But there's only 185 more days left now. And so the White Sox open the season against the Red Sox here on April the 7th. Here's a pitch foul. And season ticket applications are being accepted. Details on prices and so forth. All you got to do is dial this number, 924-1000. If you want a schedule, if you want to pick out selected games, just send your self-addressed stamped envelope to the Chicago White Sox and just mark it schedule. And as soon as the official schedule is released, you'll get a copy of it.
The Bears are getting beat.
There goes the runner. The pitch swung, a little roller towards Sharp. Hey, barehand pick up and throw. He's out. What a play by Kessinger and by Spencer. Kessinger had to field the ball barehanded. He was running the other way with Meyer breaking on the pitch. He scooped the ball up barehanded, and on that field, that's some trick in itself.
Well, what a play.
Boy, I'm glad we're going to have him from the beginning next year. Here's Stein now. Now let's see. Darrell Johnson, the Seattle manager, is complaining about something. Boy, oh boy, the New Orleans Patriots. Oh, the New Orleans Saints are leading the Bears 21-10.
Second period.
Wow. All right, there are 2 men out. I think maybe he was claiming some kind of a balk motion. Here's Stein with another man in scoring position, 2 out, the ball game in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike call. 1 strike to nothing. That's a nice note from Jim Perman. Don't go away, Jim. Where are you? I'll be down there in the 7th and 8th inning. 2 strikes to nothing. Here's the pitch. Hung, and he fouled it back. And boy, that Stein gets a good cut. Sure likes to hit the ball to the opposite field.
The way he stands, Harry, he locks himself that way, and he swings on top of the ball. So he's...
Yeah, but you know, I've seen him in the upper deck in left field.
Again, huh?
Yeah. There's a curve outside.
It's a breaking ball of some kind.
Yeah. 2 strikes to the ball. Bears are getting beat 21-10 in the second quarter. Now to stretch. Now Dave Frost gets ready. Ball game in the 5th, 2-0 in favor of Seattle. The delivery now. Swung a little pop foul over in the air. Out of play into the stand. Boy, the wind blowing in out of the north.
What a surprising crowd, Harry.
Marvelous. This is just, you know, any kind of weather at all, they'd have broken that record easily.
Yep. You know, talking to the fans in the stands has amazed me at the different sections of the states where they're from.
Yeah.
And they have season tickets 100 miles away.
Peggy Green celebrating her 11th birthday today. Ball game in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. A little bit outside. And the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Yankees are tied. They're probably hung over, too. Here's a pitch foul back.
Boy, not Billy Martin, not my old roomie.
I'd like to see Billy's eyes this morning. Boy, did you read that story John Hughes wrote in the Tribune today about all the unhappiness on our ball club? Sure, they just finished clinching a championship. He struck him out.
He's a little late.
So it is 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. And we go down to the bottom of the 5th to score. Seattle 2, the White Sox nothing.
The new 78 Chevy Chevette 2-door hatchback is here with 18 new standard features. And the base manufacturer suggested retail price that's a lot less than last year's Chevette with the same equipment. AM radio, white wall tires, sports steering wheel, body side molding, 1.6-liter engine, bumper rub strips, wheel trim rings, swing-out rear windows, and more. 18 new features in all. Plus, you'll still get all this standard, too. Front disc brakes, 4-speed transmission, front bucket seats, retractable seat belts, Delco Freedom battery, high-energy ignition, inner fenders, fold-down rear seat, short turning circle, and more. All things considered, the 78 Chevy Chevette is a lot more car for a lot less money. The new Chevy Chevette at your Chevy dealers right now.
Harry Carey and Jimmy Kershaw and Max Paskin just doused all the players of the Seattle bench.
They doused him with a pail of water.
They threw a pail of water at him.
Harry, I got a hose in Orangeburg and hosed him.
And now Max has got a towel out of his buddy's field, trying to dry up the field. He's got this big question mark on the back of his shirt. He is really a funny man. Jimmy Kershaw and Max Paskin just doused all the players in the Seattle bench.
They doused him with a pail of water.
They threw a pail of water at him.
Harry, I got a hose in Orangeburg and hosed him.
And now Max has got a towel out on his muddy field, trying to dry up the field. He's got this big question mark on the back of his shirt. He is really a funny man. You know, they ought to have a Max Paxton instead of going around the minor leagues exclusively. You know, I think the big league crowd would love him. These big league ball. Here's Soderholm, and the first pitch is inside a fastball. You know, Jimmy, we were talking, and I talked to others too, and I finally came to a conclusion from everybody's opinion that was expressed. There she goes, way back. It might be out of here. Home run, Soderholm, hit number 25. Circling the bases. Holy cow, against the wind. I didn't think anybody could do it. And that's the one he really wanted. He wanted to end the season with 25, and he got it. And he's being congratulated. And nobody's paying any attention to Max Paxton at the moment.
Harry,
Hey, Eric, let's out for an ovation.
boy, there's a guy a year ago didn't think he could walk. Just hit his 25th home back and just give him a big hug.
And he's such a happy, expressive, appreciative sort of a guy. I just started to say that after all this discussion, we had talked about it ourselves. It was a tough struggle between a Gamble and a Soderholm with a Zisk very close behind. But here's Coluccio lifting a high fly ball to Jones in center field. As to who was the outstanding player of the year. And the conclusion was Eric Soderholm. And for whatever it's worth, I didn't have any big card to present to him, but I at least gave him the satisfaction of knowing that that's what the majority of the people felt.
His fielding, certainly not too much talked about it, but outstanding. Great plays over behind the bag. And then going to his left time after time. He only made something like one error in his last 86 games.
There's a pitch foul by Kessinger. You know, that's the first hit of the ball game for the White Sox, and it was a home run. Eric Soderholm. Boy, I didn't think anybody could hit a ball out of here today in the left field.
He got a breaking ball, Harry, and just ripped it. Looked like he was looking for it.
Man, oh man, I'd like to see where that ball would have gone without the wind. It landed well up in the left field stands. As it was. Oh, Max Patkin's doing a striptease.
Kessinger stepped out to let him do it. He's got those old-time bathing suits that goes down to his ankle.
Look at that torso. Here's the pitch. Man, oh man, what a body.
You can't describe that body.
It's knob. He's got knob knees in his chest.
God bless you, Max. Boy, I'll tell you, I've enjoyed him all the time I've seen him.
There's the pitch, low ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kessinger, the hitter.
I said, what do you do for a living? He said, I sell shoes.
Now the pitch. Here's a little fly ball in the left center field. It's going to be caught. And Dave Collins has it. 2-1, Seattle leading. They've had 7 hits for the White Sox, 1. But Eric Soderholm gave his crowd a thrill, hitting it into the teeth of about a 25-mile-an-hour wind, high up in the left field stand. Congratulations to Marion Patton, the winner of the Chevrolet Love. Eric Go pulled her name out of the box. Here is Bill Naharodny, who was robbed of a home run by the wind. His first time now hits a fly ball to center. Hey, Rupert Jones loses it in the sun. Here's Maharodny going to second base. A double. And here comes Royal Stillman out. Maharodny gets a double on a high drive to center that Rupert Jones lost in the sun. It's ruled a base hit. They have to call it a base hit.
What a feeling, Harry, when you don't have the right glasses. Sometimes you got to have a little darker glasses. You make a wide turn like he did then. As he turned, there was no ball.
Here's Stillman now. Has a chance to tie it up. Abbott's pitch. Sinking fastball low.
Is that the Bureau umpire behind the plate? Is that Lou the Bureau umpire behind the plate?
Yeah. He's the senior member of this crew. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the stretch. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 2. 2 balls in a strike. Ball game at the bottom of the 5th inning with the White Sox trailing 2-1. Eric Satterholm hit his 25th. Now the signal given. Here's the pitch. Strike call. Stillman batting only .212 with 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. That home run by Satterholm is the 192nd home run hit this year by the White Sox. Here's the pitch, a curve low, ball 3. Jack Brohammer would be next. Now the signal given. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. He wants it. Brohammer coming up. Batting .253. 2 homers and 20 runs batted in. Remember, it was against Seattle that Brohammer hit 5 out of 5 and hit the scale. He had it. That day, he had a single, 2 doubles, a triple, and a homer. And now Darrell Johnson, the manager of Seattle, coming out to talk to Glenn Abbott. And there goes Max Tatica overhear what they're saying. Now he wants to talk to Brohammer to tell him what they were talking about. He points his finger to his... Kiss him. Then he kisses him on the cheek. And Jack is now wiping his mouth. I always wondered about that, Pat. Runners at first and second. 2 men are out. The score 2-1. The ball game in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Brohammer. Curveball low. Richie Zisk would be up there next. You can't beat fun at the old ballpark, friends. No doubt about that. Now to stretch the pitch. Wide ball 2, and Zisk would be up next. He may be coming up with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Now Glenn Abbott gets ready. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Strike call, the fastball.
Pittsburgh showing their great defense. They're leading Cleveland 28-14 in the 4th quarter.
2 balls and a strike. Jack Brohammer waiting. Now Abbott is set. Here's the pitch on the way. Ground ball, that on in the inning. Second baseman Cruz flips over for the out. But the White Sox score a run. 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And at the end of 5 now, Seattle 2, the White Sox 1.
When you buy paint for your walls, don't just choose a color. Choose a paint. That's durable as well as beautiful, like True Test Easy Care Latex Flat Enamel from True Value Hardware stores. Most stains, grease, and grime can't readily penetrate its enamel hard surface. They just wash away without leaving a shiny mark. That's why Easy Care is called the wash and wear paint. You can find True Test Easy Care exclusively at True Value Hardware stores in your choice of 44 colors plus white. And because Easy Care has a flat finish, you can use it anywhere. Get True Test Easy Care Latex Flat Enamel, the paint that's earned the good housekeeping seal at participating True Value Hardware stores. And you'll save gas because you won't have to go very far to find a True Value Hardware store.
True Value Hardware. It's a way of doing business that
Harry Carey and Jimmy Pearsall back in the ballpark. Richie Ziss just greeted Max Patkin with a whole bucket full. And now Max is on his knees running up the field. The fans gave him a great hand. We go on to the top of the sixth inning. And leading it off will be Steve Braun. He's 2 out of 2. Braun hitting .232 for the year. The big surprise of the day is the New Orleans Saints are leading the Chicago Bears. What was that, 23-10?
Yeah, 21-10.
21-10. Well, they can still win that one. I wonder if Bobby Douglas is playing for the New Orleans. That would be something.
Manning, he's already scored a touchdown, Manning.
1 strike to nothing. Aaron, how are you? Aaron Cushman. Who has the big public relations firm, which handles the White Sox, among others.
It challenges all comers for tennis.
There's the pitch, foul back. 2 strikes and nothing. We're in the 6th. Boy, I tell you. Hey, struck him out, an off-speed pitch. 1 away.
Harry, since you're going down for the 7th and 8th inning, and I won't be seeing you on radio or talking
I'm going to be seeing you.
On the radio, I just want to say something. Now, let me say it, you know.
I don't want you to beat me to it, though. I got it all set up.
Oh, have you really? I know you're wound up today, boy. You get down those stands, and those fans really light you up. They do. They really light a person up.
It's remarkable where they are, where they're from, and they have season tickets. One away. Aaron, I think you guys are just scratching the surface. You'd have drawn close to $2 million this year. Here's an abundant temp foul out of play. You could have drawn close to $2 million this year, and there's no telling what you can draw next year.
Harry, we're laying plans right now for a $2 million season next year, and I'm sure that Bill and Roland and the rest of the guys are going to put together one super great team that's even better than this year. We're going out for the whole thing next year.
Well, I think it could be easily done.
We're hopeful, and I have all the confidence in the world in Bill. You know that.
Well, you fellows have made it always fun at the old ballpark.
I just want to say one thing, that I think that the 3 of you, the 4 of you in this box have been super, and all I hear around the entire city of Chicago is what great broadcasters we have for the White Sox games. I want to thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Aaron, for all the guys. 1 out. 2 balls and a strike to count. Nice words, nice words. Nobody says money.
I just want a contract.
1 out. Boy, oh boy, those alimony, you can't pay them with sweet words. There's a line drive in the right center, a base hit for Reynolds. Reynolds is on with 1 out. We're in the 6th inning. Nah, but Jimmy, I just want to say, you know, I feel especially good because, because it was our relationship that led to this thing. I always enjoyed it so much when we were in town, wherever it might be, where you would go on with me for a little while and kibitz. And there were never any holds barred. And never you should do this and you should do that. And, you know, it comes as no surprise to me, the job you've done. Because if I didn't think you would have done that kind of job, I wouldn't have even talked to you about it. So I won't say that you exceeded my expectations. I knew the kind of job you would do, and I also knew our people, and I knew they would like you, and which they quite obviously do. So here's the pitch, and it's a curveball inside. As you can tell, there's some portable radios around. But it has been a marvelous season. It's been tougher for you in times because it's been your first year as a full-time broadcaster. But I just want to tell you, not too many guys in their first year have the sort of responsibility that you had and the sort of exposure that you've had. You're on all the time. You open the shows, you end the shows, you interview. It's a lot of guys with many, many years' experience flop at it. And I think it's to your everlasting credit and for your opinion whenever you get around to talking contracts, although you'll ask for a little bit more, that you have done the job you have done, and I am very proud of you.
Thank you very much, Harry, and I think your patience with me was something that helped me an awful lot, and I know that if things go well and we're together next year, I know with your help things will be better for me, and I thank you very much. And you're an old pro, Dad, and you know the game, and I think that makes it easy for me. When I talk baseball with you, you know what I'm talking about, but a lot of times people don't understand, and you help me a lot. Thank you.
Should I kiss you now, or you kiss me?
No. Just have a little milk on me. Boy, those transistor radios are all over the place, Harry.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And the fastball is high. Ball 3. We're in the 6th inning, the score. Hey, we're going to be down there with you guys in the 7th and 8th. There's a strike in the throw. Hey, double play on a strikeout. A perfect throw by Naharadny to Brohammer as Paisley was out on strike. So it's no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We're ready to go in the bottom of the 6th. Jimmy will be taking over. This is my last chance on radio. Well, let's see. I guess we're on when we're down there, aren't we? Sure. Okay. So we'll see a little bit later. The score as we go into the bottom of the 6th. Seattle 2 and the White Sox 1.
See your Zenith dealer and take a look at the picture you get done. Zenith Chromacolor 2 with EVG, electronic video guard tuning. EVG helps keep the Zenith picture sharp and clear for years to come, not just when the TV set is brand new. With EVG, you get direct, positive signal reception every time you select a channel. Zenith electronic video guard tuning is featured on selected models in every Zenith screen size category. Stop by, see your Zenith dealer, and ask for a demonstration of EVG tuning.
Jimmy Pearsall back at Comiskey Park. Well, the White Sox trail Seattle 2-1 going in the bottom of the 6th inning. Zisk will lead it off. Hit by a pitch his first time up. First pitch hit him right in the back of the spine. And then he struck out. Hitting .291, having a great year with 30 home runs and 101 RBIs. He'll face Abbott, tall, lanky right-hander, stands 6'6". Got a record of 11 and 13. A good year for an expansion ball club. First pitch to the slider outside, ball one. One ball and no strikes as Abbott delivers a breaking ball outside. Sergeant Charles Green and his daughter are celebrating her birthday, Peggy Green, here at the ballpark. She's 11 years old today. Happy birthday, Peggy. The 2-0 pitch swung on, long drive, left field, way back. That ball may be out of here. It is stopped by the fence. That ball was hit a mile in the air out by the left center field fence. Collins went back. He looked like it was going in. So did the fans in the upper deck. But winds of about 27 miles an hour blowing from left to right just hung that ball up. A 2-0 pitch that this got all of, but the wind just held it back. Soderholm's home run was a line drive hit in the lower deck. The wind didn't have too much to do with that ball, and that ball was really hit hard too. The hitter now, Bob Malinero, left-handed hitter. The White Sox just purchased. First pitch to him is a strike, right down the middle of breaking ball. Abbott working quick, delivers another breaking ball, and Marinero wanted to stop his swing, but went all the way around. 2 strikes and no balls. Detroit leads the Yankees 3-2 at New York in the 6th inning. Outfield around towards right now. Big gap in left center field. The 2-strike pitch brushed him back for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boy, Abbott really working quick, delivers another breaking ball, foul off to the right side. Minoso picks it up, and he'll throw it back to Abbott. The final game of the season, Fan Appreciation Day. Harry has been working in the stands the first 3 innings, and he'll work the upper stands in the 7th and 8th. Pitch low. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bob Malinero, left-handed hitter who's crouching at the plate. Swings and misses at a breaking ball. Paisley dropped the ball, now picks it up and tags out Malinero. Strikeout number 2 for Abbott. Jim Spencer will step in. Spencer is 0 for 2. He has slide to center and hit a double play. Changeup swung on a hard drive right at the second baseman. Takes on the hop and flips him out. So an easy inning. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left. And the score after 6 full innings of play, Seattle 2, the White Sox 1. And my thanks to you, Dan Hozak, for patience you've had with me all year, our engineer.
And their acceptance by Chicago's beer drinkers was exceptional. You find Stroh's at swanky places where not too much beer is sold, but where it's considered prestige to be on the premises. But you also find it where the real beer lovers are. Like McCuddy's, for example, across the street from the ballpark. And Danny O'Brien's right next door to McCuddy's. Nor has it been confined to White Sox country. Out at Wrigley Field, you would find Stroh's at the sports corner at one end of the ballpark and at raised bleachers at the other end. For one thing that both the Cub and the Sox fans have had in common is that they always appreciate good beer. And no beer, we have all found, tastes better than Stroh's. Try it yourself if you haven't already. See if you don't agree. Stroh's, family brewers for more than 200 years.
Okay, good. Whenever your phone rings, don't answer this way.
Hello?
Answer this way.
WMAQ's gonna make me rich.
We have $12,000 in cash and prizes for you, and we've increased the number of calls we're making to give you an even better chance to win. So when your phone rings, remember,
WMAQ's gonna make me rich.
Jimmy Pearsall for Emory Air Freight. One thing I like about Emory is they even stay up after curfew.
Hi again, everybody. Lorne Brown back at Comiskey Park. We got a little confusion here whether we're supposed to go down to Harry. The TV people just tell us just radio up here. Go ahead, Harry.
Harry Carey here in the upper deck. Hello, what's your name?
Mahoney.
Do you come here often?
Oh, yeah.
Your last name Baroni?
Mahoney.
Mahoney. And you're?
Scott Miller.
Scott Miller. And you're? Oh, no.
Oh, here I am.
Gino, how are you?
Fine, Harry. How are you?
This is Gene Micheletti. You heard me talk about him often. You're freezing to death, huh?
Yes, but they're worth it. They're worth it. It's a beautiful game, Harry.
You ought to have your restaurant open tonight.
Long I had enough martini last night. I don't freeze today.
Tony, how are you?
Very good, Harry. How you doing?
All right, Tony Derpetti, we're going to move around. What happened here? All right. 2 strikes and a ball to count. Delgado, the right fielder. Let's move down here. How you doing? How are you? Let's sit right here. Your name?
George Clifton.
George, you sit in these seats all the time?
Every Sunday, yes.
You know something? This might be the best seat I've ever seen.
I think so.
I didn't realize you're right on top of that plate.
That's right.
We're in the upper deck, right next to our television camera here that covers the behind-the-plate action. And I guess you're happy with the year?
Oh, yeah. It's been a terrific year.
Can't wait for the next one.
Definitely.
185 days to go.
We'll get him next year, Harry.
Who's your friend to your left?
This is my father.
Oh, I see that. The whole family's been Sox fans.
Oh, right.
For how many years?
All my life.
And who's the best ball player you ever saw?
Well, I liked quite a few of them. Nellie Fox, Lawler.
Well, you picked a couple of good ones. Right. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Harry.
Yes. All right, sit down, boys. Now we want to watch the game here a minute. 2-2 is the count on Delgado and Frost. Whoa, almost had the fastball by him. Did he go around? They're appealing to the first base umpire, and he said no. And the crowd disagrees with him. Wait a minute. Was the umpire right? He's never right.
Harry, I have something to say about the White Sox.
Wait a minute now. Let's catch this pitch, and then we'll talk, okay? 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. He struck him out. Delgado goes down swinging. Your name?
My name is Mark Millimek. I'm from Oak Forest, Illinois.
What do you want to say about the White Sox?
The White Sox may not have come in first this year, but one thing you can say about them is they were a hell of an exciting team to watch this year. Every game was exciting. They were good the whole year round. They always gave you a good thing to see all the time.
You're going to be here 185 days from now when we play the Red Sox, April the 7th.
I'll be here.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, one out. Here's Dave Collins, and let's move around a little bit now. Can't plenty. We're on the air. I got 2 hands occupied. But what is your name?
Colleen.
Colleen, if I could sign it for you, you're such a pretty girl, I would. But I'm occupied. If I can sign it this way. Wait a minute.
Harry, I just want to shake your
Okay.
hand.
All right. Dave Collins about it. Wait a minute now. We got to get up this way.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you very much. Where's Jim Pierman? How are you?
Fine, Harry. How you doing?
Here's got to be one of the greatest Sox fans ever. How many years?
7, Harry. As long as you've been here, I've been here.
And you always held the same seat?
The same seats, and they're reserved for next year, and I got 50 seats for opening day.
Oh, that's marvelous. You know that's April the 7th.
I will be there. And I'm still waiting for your invitation to meet me for dinner.
I'll do that sometime.
At Gene and Georgetti's, right?
Yeah, well, did you see Gino there?
Yeah, he's sitting down there. Very good. Thanks, Harry. Thanks, buddy. Great year.
Dave Collins, the batter, hits a smash up the middle. Brohammer can't reach it, a base hit. So Collins gets his second hit of the game. We have a runner at first base with 1 out. Here's a young lady who follows the White Sox quite a bit. I should remember your name. Joe. And it's been an exciting year. What happened to what was our ball player? Louis Alvarado. You ever hear from Louis?
No, I talked to him this year.
Here's a bouncing ball to Soderholm, throws the first for the out.
I want to know if I'm going to get my Harry, Lauren, and Jimmy T-shirt for next year.
Well, if we ever have one, you'll get it.
I have to have a picture of all 3 of us together.
Oh, well, we have pictures like that.
You didn't read my note.
I didn't see it.
You got it.
When she sent it?
Just before the game.
Oh, I haven't even been upstairs. We've been around.
2 minutes.
Okay, very good. Bye-bye now. Wait a minute now. Just hold on. There's 2 men are out. And here's Danny Meyer hitting a high pop fly into left field. It drops and a run score. And there goes Meyer into second base with a double. Meyer drives in his second run of the game. It's 3-1 in favor of Seattle now. We're here on the top of the 7th. Hey, Nancy Fowles. I'm here.
Got to go warm her up, Harry.
Your name, sir?
Harry. Tom Bite, Harry.
Are you a season ticket holder?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Been an exciting year.
It's been one hell of a year for me. I've enjoyed every moment of it.
What do you think they need to win next year?
Well, I know one thing they don't need, and that is more fan appreciation out here. That they got plenty of. But if they had just a little bit more backup in the way of their mound staff, I think this is what's going to help doing the trick for next year.
One more good pitcher would do it.
One more good pitcher would do it. Maybe beef up that infield just a little bit more. And I'm real happy to see Kessinger down there at shortstop right now or wherever he's going to play. Because I think with his knowledge and what he has done for that infield itself, just the fact that he's down there constantly, I think it beefs up that infield just one heck of a lot.
Yeah, I think that's quite
done a terrific job.
I wish you'd have been here all year.
Oh boy, I do too. And Anderson's done a terrific job, and I think he's great. He's going to come along good. But Kessinger sitting down there, I think he's done one heck of a job, really.
Well, it's a nice talking to you,
pleasure, Harry.
The support of fans like yourself is what's made this such a big year, and next year it'll be even bigger.
Well, I certainly hope so. I know I'll be out here all next year, too.
Okay, thank you very much. Wait a minute. Here's the pitch high and inside to Rupert Jones. The count, 2 balls and a strike. 2 men are out. A run is in. The ball game is in the 7th. The score, 3-1 in favor of Seattle. Wait a minute now. We got Rupert Jones going over for a new bat. Max Patkin really gave this crowd a show, and they enjoyed it all. Did you like him?
Yes, I really did. If I can say one thing, Steve Braun is from my hometown, and so that's why I'm here from small college, St. Joseph's in Indiana. And the Phillies are really going to go all the way, though, Harry.
All right. You think the Phillies?
I take the Phillies, Harry, all the way. I got one final thing to say.
Kansas City or the Yankees?
The Yankees. Got to go with the Yankees.
Harry, the White Sox are my second. You're the best announcer by far.
You're doing a great job. My name's John Bradley. I live in Arlington Heights. You're doing a great job. Really tickled pink with your performance.
Thank you. There's a ground ball. Spencer comes up with it, gives it over to Frost for the out. So, wait a minute.
Are you off the air now?
No. We go now into the bottom of the 7th inning. The score, Seattle 3, White Sox 1. Hurry.
We know you're always looking for more practical ways to use your money. And now we offer it. The Chicago Savings Now account. Like a checking account, but better.
We're not like you at Chicago Savings and Loan.
Our Now account lets you write a draft, just like a check. But it works right along with your savings account, which earns interest every day.
Yes, Miss Drobnaya, and it helps us hear you.
What could be more practical? Call 476-7575 to find out about a Now account or about us.
At Chicago Savings and Loan, we're a lot like you.
Member FSLIC.
This is WMAQ Chicago.
WMAQ.
Back at Comiskey Park as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Seattle is out in front by a score of 3-1. Eric Soderholm, the man to account for the only White Sox run of the day. will lead it off. He led it off with a home run in the 5th inning. And we're waiting now for television to come back, to switch back to Harry. I don't know. He's gone underneath the seats. I don't know if he's coming upstairs. I guess he's coming upstairs. Now he's going to move around, so we'll wait till they're back. Can you monitor him, Danny? Let's switch over to Harry. Let's see if he's on the air now. No, not yet. We're waiting for the TV commercial. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Soderholm. All right, Harry's back.
We moved to another location. 17 years. Wait a minute. We can't. I tell you, we can't all talk at once. Yeah, that's who I want to talk to, Grandma. Soderholm leading it off. Eric's accounted for the only run. A home run, his 25th of the year. He was hit by a pitch ball. What is your name, ma'am?
Eric Carey.
And how old are you?
I'm 83.
Boy, you don't look too old to me. What's your name?
Evelyn Mundell. I'm her daughter.
Oh, boy.
These are my 2 boys.
Hi, Aunt Dorothy.
And you come here often?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've been here for the last 50 years.
Oh, that's marvelous. It's good to see people like you.
And I'm with my daughter.
Well, very good. Happy to talk to you.
Thank you. We're fans of yours.
Okay. Coluccio rolls out. And Soderholm advances. What? Wait a minute now.
Harry, throw over, buddy.
Here's Kessinger. What are you drinking there?
Coffee. I have a sip.
Kessinger, the batter. It really is Garland. There's the pitch swung on. High pop fly. Meyer. Tom Collins in left field makes the catch. 2 gone, and here's Bill Rodney. He got a double when Rupert Jones lost his fly ball in the 5th. He flied out deep to left in the 3rd, and but for the win, that one would have been out of here. So here's Rodney. The White Sox are trailing 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th. There's the pitch a little bit low. Wait a minute. What is your name? Your name?
Chester Parker.
You come here often?
Yes, sir.
These season tickets here?
No, not this year. Last year I did.
Well, we'll see you back here next year.
I certainly will.
Here's a long drive, left field, way back, but it's curving foul. Nahad Rodney really got hold of that, but it was foul, and the count, a ball and a strike. What's your name?
Evan Stone.
Evan Stone?
Stone.
Do you play ball? You a White Sox fan? Can't hear the nod.
Yeah.
A ball and a strike. Glenn Abbott on the hill. Throws low and outside. Boy, this would be a big run to pick up. The White Sox are trailing 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. The White Sox started the season losing in Toronto opening day. Now they end the season here today, and there's a line drive. Base hit. A run will score. 3-2 ball game. Nahad Rodney lined a single in the right center field. And now let's move around a little more. We're in the upper deck. We started off in the lower deck, and we're going to keep moving. Okay, what's your name?
Len Gustafson from Oak Lawn.
You come here often?
I come to season ticket holder last year, this year, and I'll be again next year.
Yeah, boy, nice to hear that.
Boys are too.
Okay, bye-bye.
I broadcast high school sports.
Come on now, we got a...
Way to go, buddy.
A left-hand batter up there.
Royal Stillman with a tying run at first base. 2 men are out. 3-2. Here's an old friend, Andy Walzak. Andy, just stay here one moment now till we see what happens here. 2 balls, no strikes. Fouls it out of play. How's everything in Rube Sports?
Hey, Frank, got my shirt over here, too, buddy.
Hey, you guys got to be the greatest Sox fans in the world. How often do you come in?
I come every chance I get, Eddie. Every chance.
Well, I tell you, I wish you weren't so far away from me. I'd sure like to be living at your restaurant. Goodbye, dear.
Bye, Harry. This is my daughter, Marilyn. Say hi to her.
Sure. Millie?
Marilyn.
Okay, fine. You're a Sox. I can tell. You got it. Here's Stillman fouling it off. All right, now wait a minute. We got... When? Not yet. I haven't been upstairs. All right, we're walking along here. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Royal Stillman. 3-2 now. Favors Seattle. The pitch, there goes the runner, swung on. Line drive, left center on the way. Rupert Jones. He makes a diving attempt. Sensational catch. Stillman is robbed of the game-tying hit on a spectacular catch. So the White Sox score a run on 1 hit. At the end of 7 innings now, it's Seattle 3, the White Sox 2. Lauren Brown back at Comiskey Park. We have a new pitcher for the White Sox, John Verhoeven. Dave Frost did a fine job. He allowed 3 runs on 10 hits. He walked a man and struck out 8. And now Verhoeven now pitching. Let's go to Harry Carey. All right. I got to be careful. What's your name?
Rich Panovich, Harry.
Rich, I recognize that name. You're a pretty good fan.
Right. We're from Worth. We're out here quite a bit.
And you're happy about the White Sox this year?
Yeah, we're satisfied. They did a good job, a lot better than most people expected.
How about next year?
I think with a couple of improvements, they can go a long way.
I do, too. Thanks so much, and it's great fans like you, that have made it such a marvelous season.
Oh, you help, Harry. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Is your wife here?
Yes.
Miss Panovich?
Yeah, how are you, Harry?
Good to see you. All right, let's see if I lost my my connection here. All right, let me get out of here. Bill Stein, the hitter. The count, 2 balls and a strike. The ball game in the top of the 8th. Wait a minute now, I got to get wired up.
Talk to me.
There we are.
Talk to me, Harry.
All right, there's a ground ball hit by Stein, deep short. Kessinger fumbles it for an error. All right. Okay, fans. All right. How are you? Hey, we got to see some of this ball game.
See my mom.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Jack Gordon, how are you?
Fine, Harry. Thank you.
I knew you'd be here on closing day. Wait a minute.
I listened to you 30 years in KMOX in St. Louis.
What is that again?
I listened to you in KMOX in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
Many years. You used to stay out in Disneyland and talk about ball games out there.
Very good. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Harry.
Okay, let me go. Thank you.
Harry, today's my birthday, buddy.
One man. A runner on. Stein on at first base. Steve Braun, the hitter. The score 3-2 in favor of Seattle. What, son?
Cal City River Ranch.
Hey, you guys are here quite often.
Yeah, we're here all
You're
the
good
time.
Sox fans.
Yeah, we're here all the
Wait till
day.
next year.
All right, they're going to go all the way.
All right. Hi, how are you?
Next year, buddy. We'll get him next year.
Steve Braun, the hitter, a runner at first base. Nobody out.
Runner at first base, Braun. Left-hand hitter waiting. Quick throw. How old are you? How old are you?
Hi, Harry.
How
Hey, Harry. Be free in January.
God, cute kid. A ball and a strike. Here's the bunt. And it stays fair, and he's out at first base. A sacrifice by Braun, and the Mariners now have a run in scoring position. We're in the top of the 8th inning. It's 3-2 in favor of Seattle. I tell you, we got a fine crowd for a closing day. Craig Reynolds is 1 out of 3. He lined a single sharply to right. One man out. Let's move along.
Here. I love the stock.
There's the pitch a little bit low and inside. All right. Left-hand hitter up there, Craig Reynolds. 3-2 in favor of Seattle. John Verhoeven in relief. The White Sox have made only 3 hits, but 2 runs. Seattle with 10 hits, 3 runs. Verhoeven delivers wide. So the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, it's been a good season, right?
What? In the Dugout Cafe.
How are you? What's your name?
Your wife, St. Louis.
How are you? Good to see you. How are you? Yes, sir. Yes. How are you?
Harry, one question.
Here's the pitch swung on and missed.
Hey,
2 balls and a strike.
Paul Fino, that's my name.
Oh, come on. Move it. Kid yelling some name in the microphone for 5 minutes. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball towards the shortstop. Kessinger should throw him out, and he does on a close play. Yeah, what's your question?
I have a prediction for the series. Who's going to take it?
I like Kansas City over the Yankees.
Kansas City over the Yankees. What if it was between New York and Philly? So what do you think?
I would take, I think I would take the Philly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. How you doing? All right.
I had a guy come up with a good suggestion. How do you think Dodgers do, Harry?
What's your name?
Tom Inyer, Wabash, Indiana.
Okay, fine. Here's the pitch. Swung, and he missed. We have Paisley. Paisley, who drove in their first run. He's 1 out of 2. The outfield plays him deep and left. Straight away, the pitch. Foul tips it. And he's in the hole, strike 2. John Verhoeven, who used to be with the Angels. Tigers have taken a 6-5 lead at the end of 7 over the Yankees. Yankees probably well hung over today.
How you doing?
After clinching it yesterday. 2 strikes and nothing. The pitch, a curve a little bit low. Pirates beat the Cubs 5-1 in the first game of a doubleheader. No score in the second game.
Harry, can you say hello to Mr. Babbage and Mrs. Johnson in Crestwood?
There you go.
Harry.
Okay. Here's the pitch, and this sinking fastball low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You're all right.
Thank you. Thank you. Boy, I tell you, the more you wander around, the more you appreciate the size of the crowd. 2 strikes and a ball. Right-hand hitter, Kevin Paisley. Runner at third. Now the pitch. A little tap. We ought to be out of the inning. Now Rodney fires for the out. So we go into the bottom of the 8th to score. Seattle 3, White Sox 2.
Here's a refreshing piece of news from Chevrolet. The new 78 Chevette 2-door hatchback has 18 new standard features and a base manufacturer suggested retail price that's $282 less than the 77 model would have cost with the same equipment. That bears repeating. 18 features more, $282 less. You get a larger 1.6-liter engine, white striped tires, wheel trim rings, floor-mounted console, swing-out rear windows, sport steering wheel, and a quality-built Delco AM radio, just to name a few. The new Chevy Chevette two-door hatchback. A lot more car for a lot less money. Here's more. Chevrolet is also introducing an all-new Chevette four-door hatchback with more rear seat legroom than the 1977 four-door models of Toyota Corolla, Datsun B210, even the Honda Civic wagon. The 78 Chevettes, now at Chevy showrooms everywhere.
WMAQ. We're your radio station, and that means we're always looking for new things to do for you. That's the reason we ask you to call us at 591-4000 and tell us what you want. That's also the reason we bring you the big singers live in concert. It's also why we give away big money in prizes, including color TVs, cars, and stereos. We share the money with you. And, of course, we play the music you ask for. And we've got more new things on the way. We're here for you. Your radio station, WMAQ.
Lorne Brown back at Comiskey Park. We have a new pitcher for Seattle, and Rico Romo's been tough for the White Sox. Abbott pitched their fine ball game, went 7 innings, allowed 2 runs on 3 hits, walked 3, struck out 2, and hit 2 men. And Mother Nature was really on his side because the Sox hit some shots that normally would have been out of here, but they were held up. So we go to the bottom of the 8th, Sox trailing 3-2. Brohammer leads it off, and let's go back to Harry Carey.
Send it flying to the Ryan. Come on, Spence, over the fence. Please deposit ball here. And then the famous umpire's eye chart. Well, there's a nice one. I've always said I'm the only guy whose caricature looks better than the real scene. White Sox are trailing by a run. Boy, it'd be nice to pull this one out of the fire. They're still going around, picking up all the banners. The right field maniac. Romo is the new pitcher. He is their star relief man. And Seattle wants to win this ball game badly. The White Sox, I'm sure, established a new all-time club record. It hasn't been announced yet. They needed only 8,279. You know that the White Sox have hit 192 home runs, which is more than any Cub team ever hit. And when you figure Wrigley Field. Here now is Brohammer, and the first pitch on the first strike call. Fastball low. Romo is 30 years old. That's rather old for a rookie, but he's been pitching down in Mexico. His brother Vicente used to pitch for the White Sox, you might recall. A ball and a strike. Fastball high and outside. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, 3-2 Seattle. You know, Lamar Johnson has had 10 game-winning hits. Which is second on the club. There's a shot to right. Brohammer singles to right. The tying run is on, and here is Lamar Johnson. Richie's this. Finish this season. He was hit by a pitch ball his first time. He was 0 for 2. So now, that might drop Zisk below 290. He went into the game hitting 291. Probably will. Hey, Joe. Kay Walsh from WGN.
Lamar Johnson, whose home run won the ball game yesterday. This finished up with 154 hits in 531 times at bat. Johnson fouls the first pitch back. Hey, a fan made the catch. That's one of the fans we were talking to down there. Lamar Johnson hitting .303. 18 homers and 65 runs batted in. They're giving the attendance, but we can't hear it. Had almost 20,000 here today. Swings at a curveball and he misses. 19,843 paid here today. The White Sox end the season 1,657,125. Oh, he fouled it off his foot, and that hurt. So the White Sox have beaten the O mark by about 11,000. And that was Bill Beck's team in 1962. So they finish about 7,000 off the all-time Chicago record held by the Cubs. Boy, oh boy. That's a shame to lose that mark. If any kind of weather, they would have done it. Lamar Johnson still hobbling around as a runner at first base, the tying run. Two strikes and a ball. There's a shot foul. Oh, did he cream that one? Hey, Christy Newton of Middle Fork Road, Northfield, Illinois, was her ticket that broke the record, and that's her there. You can make her out. Christy Newton of Middle Fork Road, Northfield, Illinois. It was her admission that surpassed the old record. 2 strikes and a ball. Low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Is this a 5 or a 4 here? Two strikes. Lamar Johnson trying to get hold of one. Double play ball. Third baseman up. Second out. First base out. That hurt. They're going to win this ball game. 2 away. That brings up Bob Malinaro, who replaced Oscar Gamble. Gamble was 0 for 2 today. Lamar Johnson getting a nice hand from the crowd. Tips his cap. His season is over. Bob Malinaro making his first trip to the plate. Swings and he misses. There's a little pop fly. And Malinero is on with a base hit. So the double play really hurt. Here's Spencer now. Looks like Richie Zisk wound up losing 1 point over today. Jim Spencer hitless in 3 tries. The tying run at first. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Move it inside. Boy, New Orleans Saints are leading the Chicago Bears 35-10 in the 4th period. Wow, I think the Bears were 2 touchdown favorites, weren't they? West Stock. The pitching coach out talking. Seattle very serious. They want to win this ball game. The conversation is over now. All right, whatever that was all about is over with. Spencer the batter, the count is ball 1. Larry Lindsay at St. Francis Hospital. Wish him a speedy recovery. Seattle is trying to get out of last place. That's why they're so hot about this one. And they're really playing this one to the hill, which is the way you should always play them. Oakland is losing 5-2. Seattle would finish at Oakland if they win this game. So Charlie Finley's team would wind up in the basement. And that's why they're playing it like they are. Swung and he missed. The White Sox sure to finish 3rd. Texas clinched 2nd yesterday. Back. Two strikes and a ball. 3-2 Seattle. Long drive foul. The wind blowing straight in from the north. Oscar Gamble had a fine month to finish up at 365 with 5 homers, 19 runs batted in, 18 runs batted in, 19 scored during the month of September. Spencer, 2 strikes and a ball. There goes a runner. High, snap throw, safe. Now hit would tie it up. There you see the replay, and he had it beat easily. Kevin Paisley did a double take. Pulls a foul. Boy, last year the White Sox won 64 games. This year they've won 90. They're short of 90 victories. That's an improvement of 26 games. Two balls, two strikes. Struck him out. So it is no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. Now, wait a minute, I want you to hear this announcement.
953.
20,000.
Means that the White Sox this year
all time.
Attendance record.
And I just announced a new attendance record, and listen to the roar. Seattle 3, the White Sox 2.
Hi, everybody. This is Jimmy Pearsall for Turtle Lumber and Garage Builders. They're one of the fastest-growing garage builders in the Midwest. And there's a reason for this growth. They build quality garages for reasonable prices. Turtle garages are professionally designed and built with only the best materials, finest craftsmen, and thorough attention to details. And unlike other garage builders, their Turtle will come to your home at no charge to give you a free estimate on your personally designed, custom-built garage. Call Turtle at 546-6500 for a free estimate. Or stop by one of their 5 convenient Chicagoland locations and see full-size models on display. Call 546-6500 for your nearest location or free estimate. The Turtle is in the yellow pages under Garage Builders. Turtle Lumber and Garage Builders, a trusted name in quality garages. Call 546-6500. That's Turtle Lumber and Garage Builders, 546-6500.
Hi again, everybody. Lauren Brown, along with Mary Shane, back at Comiskey Park as we go to the 9th. This is it. The White Sox trailing here 3-2. John Verhoeven will try to hold the Mariners down, and the Sox will have to pull it out in the 9th if they're going to win it. Mother Nature has helped Glenn Abbott quite a bit today, as well as an outstanding catch by Rupert Jones. The White Sox really had an opportunity in that last inning for the first time today. They got a leadoff hit. It was the second time the leadoff man had gotten on, and a strike to the leadoff man for Seattle here, Delgado. He has struck out 3 times. Dave Frost has done a good job today. John Verhoeven in relief of him now, pitching the second inning. Misses up high a ball, 1-1. Frost went 7 innings. He allowed 3 runs on 10 hits, walked a man, and struck out 8. Verhoeven ready, delivers a swing and a miss. So we have a Southern California flavor in the pitching today, both from the Anaheim area. Frost is from Long Beach, and Verhoeven right outside of the Anaheim area. And the next pitch misses, ball 2. Dave Goltz of Minnesota leads Milwaukee 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. He's trying to win number 20 today. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled. Back to the screen. Delgado has struck out 3 times today against Frost. He's the number 9 hitter in the order. Well, the White Sox, as you just heard at the end of the last inning, here's the 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's the 4th time that he has struck out today, and that is the first strikeout for Verhoeven. Tell you, you talk about the young pitchers coming back on this ball club, and obviously you mentioned Chris Knapp and Ken Kravick and Dave Frost. I'm talking about the real young pitchers in their early 20s. Don Kirkwood. Don's, I think, around 25, but this is a guy I really think in the future is going to be a valuable asset to the White Sox. He's a side armor, right-hander, keeps the ball low. Here's the pitch inside for a strike as he tried to bunt through it. Dave Collins is 2 for 4 today. The Mariners got a run in the second on a leadoff single by Stein. Braun singled him to third, and then Paisley singled him home. Here's a pitch inside a ball. They made it 2-0 on a one-out single by Cruz in the fifth. He stole second, and Meyer singled him home to make it 2-0. Then Soderholm hit a home run to lead off the fifth to make it 2-1. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike. Then the Mariners made it 3-1 on Collins' one-out single and a double by Meyer with 2 outs. So Danny Meyer has driven in 2 of the 3 runs here this afternoon for Seattle. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball to left center field. Going over is Stillman, and he's there, and he's got it. Coluccio almost collided with Royal, but Royal hauls it in for the second out. So there's 2 down, and then the White Sox in the 7th. Soderholm was hit by a pitch. Advanced to second on a ground out, and with 2 out, Bill Naharodny drove him home, and Eric has scored both White Sox runs, and that's been it, 3-2. Sox with a leadoff single in the 8th, but a double play erased any chances there. Then Molinaro singled, stole second, but Enrico Romo struck out Spencer to end the inning, and the next batter is Julio Cruz, and he swings and misses. He's 1 for 3, but it was a big hit. A single in the 5th, and he stole second and came around to score. Here's a swing and a hopper right back to the mound, off the glove of Verhoeven. Brohammer gets it, throws, he got him. Nice job by Brohammer. The ball off the mid of Verhoeven went right to Brohammer, and he threw on to Jim Spencer to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. The White Sox need 1 to tie and 2 to win, as it's Seattle 3, the White Sox 2. Back at Comiskey Park as Eric Soderholm leads it off in the 9th. He'll be followed by Coluccio and Kessinger. Soderholm has scored both White Sox runs as the Sox trail here 3-2. Mary, they just announced a Bears score. I didn't get it. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear either, unfortunately.
I think it was with 35-10. They're losing to New Orleans.
Third baseman Eric Soderholm.
Soderholm hit his 25th home run of the year. In the 5th inning, he hit a ball in the 2nd that normally would have gotten out of here, but was caught. Zisk hit a ball that normally would have got out of here, but was caught at the fence. And Rodney hit a ball that normally would have gotten out of here. But that wind out of the north coming right over the left field wall, over 20 miles an hour, has aided the Mariner cause, plus an outstanding catch by Rupert Jones. Soderholm 1 for 2. He has scored 2 runs. Swings and hits a base hit to left field. So the tying run is on. Oh, what a way Soderholm is closing up the season. 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. I think we're going to get a pinch runner. We are. Chet Lemon will make his final appearance, and a standing ovation for Soderholm. Listen to this crowd. If he doesn't win the Comeback Player of the Year award,
I tell you, that's such a story, Lord. We've talked about it all year, how he came back from that incredible injury, and what a season he's had.
So Chet Lemon is pinch running. Bob Coluccio, the batter. In the 4th period, New Orleans 35, the Bears 17. Coluccio 0 for 2. He's walked once. So Soderholm wound up today 2 for 3, a single, a home run. He scored 2 runs. Here's a toss to first, the runner back. A big gap in left center field as they play the left-handed hitter to pull. A left-hander and a right-hander are up in the Seattle bullpen. Here's the pitch. Outside, a ball almost got away, and Paisley with a nice job of keeping it from going back to the screen. Rick Honeycutt, a left-hander who has just done an outstanding job against the White Sox this year, and Greg Irardi, a right-hander, are warming up for Seattle. 3-2 ball game. The tying run at first. Here's the pitch. Mike Squires is the batter for Coluccio, a left-handed hitter, and he bunts it foul. Coluccio, as we said while in there, was 0 for 2. And they've got Squires in there for the main purpose of sacrificing that runner to second base. Stein playing in at third. Now Romo takes his foot off the rubber. Infield a double play dip. Outfield playing shallow and around to the right for Squires. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Up high, a ball. 2-1. Well, the Soxogram informs us that the 1978 season gets underway April the 7th here at Comiskey Park against the Boston Red Sox. And our old buddy Charlie Sietsema, the outstanding engineer at WGN Television, who hasn't been with us a while. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. A bad one would put the winning run on. But Charlie always knew how many days the season began from the time it ended for the next season. And it is exactly 190 days away. 3 balls and a strike to Squires. White Sox like to win this one. Send all these folks home happy who have set a brand new White Sox attendance record. Plus, finished the season 20 games over 500. Lemon with the lead. Romo out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Called strike in the outside corner. Squires was ready to go to first. But Lou DeMuro, the home plate umpire, says strike 2, so the count is full. Now, let's see if the White Sox will gamble with nobody out and have Lemon going. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball to left field, going beyond Collins, going way back. He's there, and he's got it at the warning track. Oh, boy. Squires got good wood on the ball and drove Collins back to the warning track in left field. And that was against the wind. So there's 1 out now, and Henry Cruz will pinch hit for Don Kessinger. Kessinger 0 for 3 this afternoon as Cruz steps up, a 300 hitter for the White Sox since being picked up on waivers for the Dodgers. Hitting 300 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Cruz, a left-handed hitter, has got the power to put one out of here. His 2 home runs this year were against Oakland, both shots, 1 in Oakland and 1 here at Comiskey Park against the A's. 3-2 ball game. Romo looks in and gets his sign. I remember a few weeks ago, Lamar Johnson beat this guy out here in the 9th with a homer. Here's the pitch. And it's a fastball for a strike. Cruz in the hole, 0-1. Bill Naharodny in the on-deck circle. The Sox have not led in this ball game. Trailed 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, and now 3-2. Here's a toss to first. Lemon back in time. An outstanding crowd for the final game of the year, 20,953. And WMAQ and the White Sox gave away a Chevy Love truck today. Here's the pitch. Outside a ball, 1-1. The winner was Marion Patton from Plymouth, Indiana. And we congratulate the Patton family. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. Outfield playing him around to the right. Big gap in left center field. Right-hander ready. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, gets away from the catcher. The tying run goes to second. Lemon making the turn at second. He's going to go back as Paisley retrieves it. And now a base hit could tie it up. We may just have extra innings here. The main thing is get Lemon home, tie it, and then win it. So a wild pitch by Romo has the tying run at second base. With 1 out, the count 2 balls and a strike to Cruz. Right-hander ready. Out of the stretch. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and that evens the count up at 2-2. Well, I'll tell you, back in the 7th inning, a run was in, and with 2 outs, Stillman hit a ball that Naharodny would have scored on all the way from first, except Jones made a spectacular catch in left center. Right-hander ready. The 2-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right field. Second baseman going out. Right fielder coming in. They've got trouble. He's got it. Throws to second, and the runner back in time. Cruz went out there and got it in front of Delgado. And for a moment, it looked like they were going to have problems and that ball might drop, but that was not the case, and now there are 2 out, and it's going to be up to Naharodny. He is flying deep to left, and a ball that normally would have gotten out of here against that northerly breeze. He doubled, and then he singled home the second White Sox run. So Naharodny with a chance to tie it up. Driven in 4 runs since joining the White Sox. So we come down to the final out to try to tie the ball game up here in the 9th. Outfield plays him around to the left to pull the ball. Romo ready, delivers. Check swing of the ball outside. Royal Stillman, a left-hander in the on-deck circle. This is the second inning that Romo has pitched. He's allowed 3 hits. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Evens it up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Naharodny. 3-2 Seattle. We're in the 9th. This is it, the final game of the year. Right-hander ready. The 1-1 pitch. Way outside a ball. Paisley has to go to his right to get it, to keep it from going back to the screen. 2 balls and a strike. Bill Stein guarding the line at third. Romo leans in, gets his side. Right-hander ready. Now time is called. This is a big game for Seattle. Texas is beating Oakland 5-2 at the end of 4, and if Seattle wins, Oakland will finish in last place, not the expansion Mariners. Right-hander ready. The 2-1 pitch. Swinging a foul behind Bobby Knopp in the coach's box at third, and the count is even up now at 2-2. While the White Sox utilizing most of their players here today, Stillman's played. Garr, Brohammer, Orta, Lamar Johnson, Richie Zisk, Bob Molinaro, Oscar Gamble, Jim Spencer, Chet Lemon, Eric Soderholm, Mike Squires, Bob Coluccio, Henry Cruz, Don Kessinger, and now Naharodny. Well, Naharodny has played the whole game. Right-hander ready. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The game is over. So the White Sox play it out to the final string, but end a very outstanding season. Listen to this crowd. The final here, 3-2. We'll be back with the... Well, we can't go until Nancy plays her song. Goodbye song, which turned out to be the #1 hit in Chicago in 1977. We'll be back with the totals and highlights in just a minute. Well, the fans are chanting out here, "We want the Sox." They want the Sox. Bob Lemon is standing down in the dugout. He'll be coming out, I'm sure, to be interviewed by Jimmy Pearsall on the TV show. And these fans not wanting to go. Listen. Well, I guess Nancy's in the music to change the tempo somewhat. Here are the totals for Seattle: 3 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. The White Sox: 2 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Glenn Abbott, the winner, he wound up with a great year with the expansion Mariners, 12-13. And Dave Frost, the loser, he is 1-1. Romo picks up the save. And we want to congratulate, I don't know if they have a radio on in the visiting clubhouse, but we do want to congratulate the Seattle Mariners because they have apparently wound up in 6th place in the American League, Western Division, and one heck of a job here in their expansion year in 1977. And by so winning, they equaled the record of the former Seattle club, the Seattle Pilots. They both wound up with 64 and 98 records. As we look at the scoreboard at the end of 5 at Texas, it looks like it's, I'm going to put the spy glasses on because of the, looks like it's 8-4 Texas out in front of that ball game. So it appears that the Mariners will wind up in 5th place. The White Sox will wind up in 3rd. Bob Lemon, who should get Manager of the Year award for turning a club around that had the worst record in baseball a year ago, to wind up in 1977 with a better record than the Cincinnati Redlegs. And he is being interviewed by Jimmy Pearsall down on the field, and he is getting a big hand from the fans here. So it's been a great year. The White Sox wind up with a record of 90 wins and 72 losses. They have set a new record in attendance with 20,953 today. The White Sox new record is now 1,657,125, surpassing the record set back in 1960. And without a doubt, this has had to be the greatest year on the South Side in baseball since the pennant-winning 1959 White Sox. Mary Shane, before we wrap it up, your final comments.
Well, just a big thank you to this team and their manager and their general manager and everyone else who brought us such a thrilling and exciting season. I don't know when anyone has had more fun, as you said, than the Sox fans who came out and watched these guys play baseball this year. Just a personal note, I'd like to also thank everyone that I worked with this season who helped to make it easier for me in my rookie year, and to thank the fans who has said such nice things to me and wrote me such nice letters. It's been an exciting and wonderful time for me. And thank you, Lauren, and the same to Jimmy and Harry.
What about Danny Hozak?
And, of course, Danny Hozak, who taught me how to read the ticker tape.
Danny, our fine engineer. Well, Mary, the best to you and the best to Jimmy and Harry. We never know what the morning brings, and hopefully we'll all see each other out here again next year. Also, we'd like to wish a good year to Mike Morris, Dave Viviano, Tony Query, and Tommy Harris down in the White Sox clubhouse, as well as our good buddy Johnny McNamara in the visiting clubhouse. The Bossards, who have done a great job here under very trying conditions these last few homestands with all the bad weather, and especially to you fans. We want to thank you for your comments, both written and oral, both positive and even critical, and because that's the only way you learn is what people like, and we appreciate that. And we want to thank you for, I would say, the most enjoyable sports season I have ever experienced in my life. 162 glorious, but sometimes sad, but most of the time very happy baseball games. And thank you much. Hope you all have a wonderful winter and a very happy 1978. Chicago White Sox baseball was brought to you today by Chevrolet, the new 78 Chevette four-door hatchback, now at your Chevrolet dealer. By the Champion Spark Plug Company, who reminds you that the fresher your plugs, the better your mileage. By Stroh's Beer. For more than 200 years, real beer lovers know that it's Stroh's. By True Value Hardware Stores. True Value, it's not just a name, it's their way of doing business. And by the Zenith Corporation, the one with Color Sentry automatic picture system and electronic video guard tuning. This is Lauren Brown speaking for Harry Carey, Jimmy Pearsall, and Mary Shane, thanking you for listening. Our engineer has been Danny Hozak, and I guess in final, all I could say is Na-na, hey, hey, goodbye. This has been a WMAQ Sports presentation.
It's 4 o'clock at WMAQ Chicago. You know, today almost everything costs more than what it used to. Everything except Continental Airlines' new super economy fare to L.A.